Hey Flufflebuns, welcome back. This is Roxy Bun, and this is Dayshift at Freddy's 3 Part 4. We just got a whole bunch of lore and info from Scotty at the factory, the phone gal. And she told us quite a bit about our buddy here who's working with me, my phone guy. So let's ask him about it.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hey, sir. What can I do for you? We already asked these questions in the last video, so let's ask Harry about what Scotty told him. Hey, employee. Yes, sir? You know, I called the factory and you spoke to Scotty. Yeah, and well, she told me some stuff about you. Said that your live name was Harry? Oh, here we go. Look, sir, I don't know what stories you've been told, but... well, all I know is Harry has a real ring to it, you know? Imagine introducing yourself as Model 1401 as if you're nothing but a machine. I mean, the Scott shtick works great, till you meet another phony using the same name. Look, we all have weird memories and fantasies about other lives and better things. But all I know is, when people say Harry, my head turns instinctively. It doesn't turn for Scott. I hope that answered your question. Yes, it did. Thank you, Harry. Or can you tell me about Abel, the bastard of a boss? Abel. Scotty told you that name, didn't she? Yes, she did. Why, is there something odd about the name? Well, it is an uncommon name, yes, but that's not the source of my bewilderment. It's more that you know who Abel was. I mean, he died years ago. Most company personnel split off into two groups after that. People who didn't know Abel and therefore couldn't talk about him. And people who knew him and as a result would have rather talked about anyone but Abel. Most people didn't know his live name since, you know, anyone who knew it was too afraid to say it. He didn't like that. Scotty mentioned that he was a bastard of a boss. Yeah, that's putting it lightly. You see, well, back in the beginning, the company was made up of 6 managers, one of whom was the owner. The company founder. After his accident, well... Sorry, sir. I'm not up to talking about him. Too painful. You'll have to find another phone who's up to that job. Let's just say he isn't with us anymore and hasn't been for a very long time. The others, though, well... I was one of the remaining 5 managers. Who were the other 4? Hold on. A picture paints 1,000 words, or so they say. Oh, look at this fancy bunch of lads. Ah, here we are. Obviously, that's me on the very right. Huh. And the other 4? They all have, like, old-timey phones. Well, they're all Scott Cawthon, obviously. I know. You want live names. The guy on the very left was named Joe. He was someone I grew very close to. He got scrapped years ago after the metal around his spinal cord rusted. I don't know if you've read The Joy of Creation by Dr. Henry Miller, but metal has a life force, and all life experiences pain. In his final weeks, Joe was burdened with a pain that, to this day, I can't even conceive of experiencing. Joe is a cynic, but, well, like Carlin used to say, scratch the surface of a cynic and you'll find a disappointed idealist. In case you're curious as to why phone guys now have swear words hardwired out of their coding. Yeah, Joe is the sole reason why. Guy could have taught your average sailor a new swear or two. Abel never liked that. He never liked Joe much at all. Of course, nobody liked Abel. You know, most Generation 1 phone guys can't remember anything about their past lives. Joe saved me, though. I was a first Generation 1 model and they wiped my memory completely. But he never gave up on me. I had no idea who he was, but he had years of memories worth of me. From the fresh-faced young veteran with a dodgy leg looking for any sort of work I can get my hands on, to the day I got promoted, to the night we all stayed up drinking in the office of an opening night for Location 14, telling stories about our various stunts during our shifts, to the day where Joe came from the factory as a phone guy and I wouldn't let go when I saw how genuinely hurt he looked. I remembered none of this, but... well, Joe remembered. Joe remembered. Then, Terrence was the guy standing next to Joe, the white phone. He was the last manager to be promoted before me. In fact, we worked the floor of Location 6 together for a month or two. Terrence was always an optimist, and somehow he never lost that as a phone guy. He was always happy to be at work, to see sunshine again, to speak to me, and to know that I was alive and well. One day, I asked him why I was so damn happy every day, and asked him why he didn't seem nearly as down in the dumps as the rest of us. He replied, "My programming won't allow it." He might as well have said, "I can't frown because I don't have a face." Terrence, well, many years ago the elevator broke down at the factory while we were inside. Ever the instigator, he removed the emergency panel and decided to climb up to the control room on the top floor so he could enable the elevator's manual override. Sure enough, the elevator rebooted and whirred to life, while Terrence was still on top of it. It rose to the top floor before Terrence had the time to get back inside. What we found of Terrence on top of the elevator and on the roof of the elevator shaft, I don't know if we could have brought him back, but frankly, I wouldn't have wanted to be brought back if I were him. Ooh. Those are both horrible deaths. Not like that. The guy standing next to me to my left was Everett. If you think I'm stiff, you should have seen him. Guy wore a suit long before he became a phony, from what the others told me. I remember the owner had a cookout that summer and invited us. The dress code was summer casual. He turned up dead last, and sure enough, he was decked out in formal wear. Joe stood him at the gate. "What do you call that?" Everett and Joe clearly had different opinions on what casual meant. Joe cried out, "You're wearing a full suit to a barbecue. That's not casual wear." To which Everett replied, "Nonsense, I'm wearing my waistcoat." I'd never seen Joe belly laugh before that. Everett was a kind soul. Perhaps a little too gentle for his job. Long story short, he tried to clean a dead night cart's remains up, but... well, if you've seen any nature documentaries, you should know that there's a food chain. And that the guys at the bottom of the food chain should wait till the predators clear off before touching what they've been eating. Everett's failure was bad enough, so picture the amount of stitching he needed just to keep his innards in his torso. Well, Freddy tore each and every one of those stitches out. And gravity took care of the rest of the job. What about Abel? Well, here's the thing. Abel wasn't the second phone guy. Joe was the second, then Terrence, then Everett, then me. We all suffered various accidents, all spring lock failures, I believe. Of course, once Abel realized what spring lock suits did to people when they malfunctioned, he decided that he'd simply never wear one. He gave Joe that job once he became the company boss. And after Joe's accident, Terrence got the job. And after Terrence's accident, that became Everett, which Joe wasn't too thrilled about. Then, after Everett's accident, it was my turn. And sure enough, I don't really know what happened next. I have a few pieces of broken memories. Mostly screaming, someone clutching my chest. Probably Joe. He never admitted it was him, but if it was anyone, it would have been him. I remember nothing much after that. Abel had me taken to the factory. Joe accompanied me on the way, but he wouldn't tell me anything from when I left Freddy's to after it had been complete. Each of us were a work in progress. A learning experience. A beta test. Joe was the model that taught Abel to hardwire swears out of the phone guy AI. Terrence was the model that taught him to strip some of the optimism out of the AI. Everett was the model that taught Abel to strip just a smidgen of the stiffness out of the AI. Abel used their personalities to test modules for the AI. But, of course, Abel hated that the others kept contacting their families, felt that they were less focused on their work that way. So he reworked the AI, called it Generation 1, decided to strip the old memories out and replace them with what the company wanted me to remember. All of the managers were furious. I know I may seem like an old fart, but I was the last 5, the youngest of a group. I don't think anyone took it as hard as Joe. All the conversations we had, the memories we shared. My old family, my old life, gone. And while I may not have remembered, Joe remembered. We all had a feeling deep down what Joe wanted. The company had broken me and he wanted justice. All because I didn't. Or rather couldn't. Joe never told me what happened next, but one night after we'd had a few drinks, Terrence and Everett spilled the beans. Basically, Everett, Terrence, and Joe ganged up on Abel when he got to the factory one day, dragged him into the production room and closed the door behind them, to the room that contained the machine. Joe told him that all the other company veterans had become phone guys, and that it was time for him to pay his dues since they all knew he was going to avoid it for the rest of his life. Told him it was his turn to get his skull shoved into a rotary phone. Joe brandished a phone, said he'd picked it himself, and told Abel that it'd be his new head. Of course, Abel didn't take it sitting down. Oh no, my skull won't fit inside that thing, it's much too thin. Joe interrupted with, "Don't you worry, Abel." He locked the door. "We'll make it fit." I don't feel bad for Abel. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, or so they say. I always felt bad for Joe, though. You know, I'd imagine a lot of people would presume that I feel cheated with what happened to me. But I don't. Really. I don't have many memories of my past life, sir. Only what Joe told me. I don't doubt a word of what he said, but, well, Harry was the product of his experiences, his memories. And that was all stripped away. By and large, I have no clue what I'm missing. And without my memories, I really don't know for sure what this company has taken away from me. It was bad enough for Joe knowing what the company had taken away from him. And then seeing the company take everything away from me. He had the burden of awareness. I don't remember my past life, but he sure did. And every time he thought about the memories we shared and the life I lost out on, all he saw was red. Joe remembered. Sorry, I've been rambling for a long time. I'm sorry, sir. I'll get back to work pronto. I'll see you on the flip side, sir. You know, let's save. I'm sportsy. Alright, let's leave the security office. Go back to the dining area. Where do we go now? To the dining area. Alright. That music. Chica says squawk and gremlin TM. Well, where else can we go? Outside. Let's go outside. Bear. Light up a cigarette? Let's do that. We need it after all that shit we just heard. Time for a ciggy. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Some of that good old tobacco. Puff, puff. Oh, hey, sir. What you up to? Just having a quick cigarette. I'll be in soon, employee. Get back to work, employee. Or, nothing much. Care for a cigarette, employee? Oh, now that's a development. Being offered a cigarette by my boss? No thanks, sir. I'm okay. I don't smoke. But thank you. I'll see you again soon, sir. Oh, let's proudly gaze up at my restaurant. Haha, yes. Bear. This is my restaurant and nobody else's. I built this place. Haha, yes. You gaze up proudly at Fred Bear. Boy, that bear really loves to eternally chomp on that one kid's head. Let's search the dumpster. You rummage through the trash like a freak. For your efforts, you are awarded with $61. Let's go back inside. And let's just look around the dining area. See if I can find any more money. 18 bucks. These people be dropping their money like crazy. Oh, and now it's 6 p.m. Dun, 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 dun. Yay. Well. 6 p.m. So, let's have it. Unzips pants. Okay, no. Put that away. I meant, how much dough have you made from your customers today, sir? You did stick around today to help raise money for the restaurant, so how much have you made? I made $1,090 whole dollars. You made $1,090? Good lord. Why am I surprised? You're clearly a pro at this. I'm a professional money scrounger employee. Of course I am. I'm the fucking best. You sure are. Combined with your $1,090, we now have $1,340. Okay. Here, sir. Here's what we made today, minus company deductions. Well, that's it for tonight. I'll see you on the flip side, sir. Okay. He keeps saying that. I wonder if I'm going to actually run into him in that flip side place that I met Good Dave at. Today was an alright first day. You helped your employee work the day shift and earned a considerable amount of money for your efforts. Today brought you right back to your glory days. To those late afternoons bent over in a sweaty bear suit. To your time with Dave. Putting nostalgia aside, today wasn't as large of a failure as it could have been. Phone guy leaves the restaurant and you decide that it's time to lock up. You leave through the window and say goodnight to Freddy's. Tomorrow is another day. Okay, now what happens? Oh, we're gonna go raid another empty location for shit. Okay, cool. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Do. What are we going to find? Let's see what we're gonna find. Finally, you've returned. There's no company tapes left to guide you through your remaining duties and responsibilities. You're completely alone here. At least you hope you are. It's time to get searching. These robots are going to salvage themselves. What would you like to do? Let's go to the north. Alright, let's have a look. What would you like to do? Inspect the stage. The stage area has been sorely tainted by time. A thick layer of grime covers anything that was once bright and pristine. Several pieces of Bonnie are scattered on the stage. Finally, an incarnation of Bonnie the Bunny with a face, and yet no torso. Tragic. Freddy seems to be relatively intact, missing limbs aside. Leave him be. What would you like to do? See what else is around. Alright, let's go to the south. Two hallways branch off together. Choose a hallway, west or east. Let's do west. What would you like to do? Leave the corridor. Let's look east. Enter the restroom? Sure. It's Chica! Inspector. Good lord, how repulsive. You couldn't possibly want this moldy-ass chicken inside your restaurant. Salvage the moldy bird waifu? Leave her be. Let's re-enter the restroom. Poor Chica. I think this is the original location. Let's go back. Leave the corridor. Let's go to the west. Ooh, what is that? Is that Foxy? Inspect Foxy. Foxy the pirate seems to be broken down for once. You'd swear that he was left relatively untouched by time, if it wasn't for the fact that he's clearly missing a leg. Salvage him! Would you like to commit to salvaging Foxy? Yes. Alright, let's leave. Alright, we got the facts. Maybe we can throw him off the Grand Canyon again. Leave the pizzeria and take Foxy back with you. Time to go. I have what I came for. Very well. What's done is done. You say goodbye to Freddy's hurricane location for the last time and leave the door, since this place is windowless for whatever reason. Why does he always have to go through the window, though? Like, what's wrong with the doors? Uh-oh. Wait. This door is locked. That's impossible. This is the same door you used to get inside. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no.
Why, hello there, old friend.
Dave.
Aren't you gonna turn around?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi.
Look who it is.
Dave Trap.
Sportsy. I knew you'd come back. I knew I could find you.
Wait a minute.
Sportsy.
Sportsy. He's in the Springtrap suit? Dave?
I've seen better days. Sportsy. Come on, closer, old sport.
I don't want to get closer.
It's been so long, and my eyes haven't been so hot. These past few
Decades.
kinds of maggots fucking love human eyeballs.
Ew.
Who would have known? They seem to be crazy about me in general. Likely.
Dave, what are you doing here?
This is my home. Sportsy. It's where I died for the last time.
Died for the last time, implying there's been other times.
It's my tube and my bachelor pad.
My bachelor pad.
Don't mind the facts. You can't
The
steal
facts.
food anymore. Since I do it off his lap.
Wow. Dave, what happened to you? You look whoa. I think I'll just go. Dave, God, you should be dead now. Oh, what happened to him?
Oh no, I don't look half bad for a damn my age, do I?
No, not really, I
waited
guess.
for so long to see you again. I waited here for you for over 30 years.
What? 30 years?
They seen you in a dark room over 30 years ago. Thought they could just sort up their problems. What? Someone tore down the planks and took me with them to a cheesy horror attraction.
Fazbear's Fright.
It was an okay hit for a while. Campy frogs, reheated pizza. What? One thing was missing. You.
Oh.
Every night, I searched the halls at that maze, looking for you. Being led around by the whole flash of that plastic balloon crackling.
I remember that. That's like a function you can make the laugh happen, draw Springtrap away from you when you're like playing that game.
You can always come back. What? You didn't? Eventually, the place caught on fire for no fucking reason and
Of
burned
course.
down. They sold pieces away at an auction, but couldn't find a home for me. How familiar. So, I found my home. I spent 30 years in that safe room, without a speck of light near me. I thought Sportsy would have busted me out by now.
Sportsy had no idea you were there.
Must have finally kicked the bucket for good. But then, what do I read in the paper? The new Freddy Fast End is now open full business. It had to be you. You had come back and called me to you. You can always come back. I knew you wouldn't leave me. Let's go home, Sportsy.
Alright. I guess I'm taking... I own a restaurant now. I can't take you home. Home?
Yes. Take me home to your pizza joint. Take me to Freddy's. I can help you run the show. I buddies. Eat your backs.
Kebabs.
See, I'm useful.
He's useful.
It'll be just like old times. Take me with you.
Alright. We're gonna salvage him.
Wise choice, old sport. We're a family, Sportsy. Just you see, it'll be just like I never died.
Oh, jeez. So now what happens? So we're heading up to Denver now? Are we going to another location? Oh, okay. Ooh, he's outside my window. See that? You have to try to set things right again. Go to your workshop. Okay, so... There he is outside. He followed you home again. Alright, so I guess this is how we get back to the flip side. You know what you have to do. Let's just mosey on in. You have to go inside. Whee! We get to go see the Spirit Dave again. Let's go say hi to him, our buddy. Oh, there he is. Hello, old sport.
Sportsy, you
Hi.
came back. Thank God.
Thank God.
I was worried you'd leave, man.
His little expressions are hilarious.
It's fantastic to see
He's
you
winking.
again.
Likewise, Dave. So it's been a month. Do you recall what I asked you to do for me?
Oh, don't worry, Sportsy. I didn't forget. I found us a real good lead. A spectral lead, if you will.
Oh?
Yeah, I ended up remembering something quite interesting. You remember that horrifying fucking puppet that Freddy Fazbear's kept in that damn
Yes, I
music
do.
box, right?
I mean, yeah, of course I do. Why?
Well, that puppet used to visit him a lot, searching for lost or damned souls in his place's abandoned vaults. It came from another, deeper part of the flip side.
Ooh. Wait, there's more of this place?
You didn't think that this was it, did you? This place only covers like 3 old Freddy's locations. The flip side, much like the surface of the earth or an onion, is layered. The deeper you go. Well, I tend to stay as close to reality as I can for a reason.
Oh boy.
It's been so long since I've seen that puppet, what ventured beyond this part of the flip side.
I see. Is there a way we could get there?
Shy. Just
Shy?
step into the portal.
Portal? What portal? Oh, there's a portal.
Why, that one, of course.
He's
old
winking.
sport.
Old sport. I hate this fucking place so goddamn much.
If you want to find that puppet-faced bastard, this is the only way. The only way, old sport.
The only way. Alright then. Let's do this.
Ladies first, Sportsy.
Hey. Alright, so we're gonna call this the end of part 4 before we start heading into the deep flip side, because I don't know what we're gonna see there. Alright, so this has been Dayshift at Freddy's Part 3, part number 4 in the series. If you like this video, you know what to do, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And remember to hit the bell notification button so you know when the next video goes live. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.